Hey folks, this is Vincent Adelie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Go-Go Town. This is a game that you can find on Steam's Early Access program for about 25 bucks or so. I stress early access, that means everything that you're about to see is subject to change. There is a 25% off deal going on right now until July 21st, 2025. Highly recommend you get it because, let me just say, I got my press key earlier this morning, and I now have 8 hours on record. Like, I've been playing this game for 8 hours straight, and I haven't put it down. And at first, I was ready to rage quit it because it was frustrating. The learning curve is fairly high in the sense that it's not very intuitive. I couldn't figure out how to do certain things. But once I got the hang of it, it's just plain addicting. So what are you doing? Well, kind of like in Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or whatever game you want to think of in this kind of genre, you're being thrown into a situation where you are responsible for refurbishing an entire town of sorts. And in this case, you're going to be putting down housing for people that are visiting. Like basically you're bringing in tourists, and some of those tourists will want to live there. So you need to build housing for them. And by building housing for them, you can now assign them to do various things in your town. You'll be building shops, and at first you'll have to craft the items in those shops, but once you get an employee, you'll be able to assign them to that shop to automate that. You'll have to go around the world and collect various resources. There's wood, there's stone, there's different zones. Like there's a mining area zone, there's a forestry zone, there's a fishing and a farming zone, and you'll be able to expand on those later in the game. But for now, just note that these zones will provide you with replenishing resources that at first you'll need to go and collect so that you can build things and supply your shops and make money. And that's the general gameplay flow. You need to make money and improve your reputation. You get both of those. And you're going to be spending this, I guess, crown, reputation, whatever it's called, in order to unlock new technologies, kind of like in Satisfactory, where you're trying to complete achievements to unlock something new. But you'll be able to unlock more decorations, more shop types, more housing, because housing is limited. Everything in this game is limited. So you have to upgrade to the next level, as it were, in order to get more of something. Like, you can't build storages as much as you want. You get one storage in the beginning, but as you unlock more things, you get more storage. So there is a limit to what you have at that time until you level up to the next thing. And I didn't know this, but there's actually a character creator in game. I was playing for 2 hours before I realized it, but yeah. I mean, it's not that in depth, but it's there. So I know I've been talking quite a lot. Idly, what were your first impressions of this? Because you got a key as well.
Yes, as soon as you told me that I got Go-Go Town, I got a key for Go-Go Town, I just screamed and I immediately went on the computer and I just started playing it because I have been seeing this game and been wanting it, and when I jumped into it, it was everything I hoped for and more. It has that cuteness factor.
Mm-hmm.
I love the freedom of building your house. It's very similar to Animal Crossing in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
And even though it takes a little bit of getting used to the controls, once you get it down, it really is a whole lot of fun. It's so much better played with a controller for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There could be some more guiding, I guess, because there's a lot of little things that you can miss. For example, you can actually backpack your bike. I didn't know that, but you can actually just put your bike in your inventory and whip it out whenever you want instead of having to constantly try and find it
Mm-hmm.
and, getting on and off of it manually. And
Mm-hmm.
you can do the same thing with tools. And that was pretty cool. And it's just a great little worker management town builder type of game, and at some point it kind of turns into an idler because you're just kind of waiting for your townies to give you some money. But there's so much to explore. I was so shocked at how much there was to explore. There's these sewers that you can go into. Granted, you have to kind of ignore your town folk for a while and your town will get get all destroyed and stuff, but that's
Mm-hmm.
okay because you're exploring. And there's just so much to do in the game. And I love the freedom of actually building your town itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can place pathing anywhere. You can place water, I believe, when you use like the void option. You
Mm-hmm.
can place your little roads. And that like what you said before about the whole limit thing, I like that it kind of gives that limit because there's so much freedom in this game that it kind of pulls you back a little bit. Like, hold on a second, you can't just build up a whole bunch of storages. So I kind of like that direction.
Mm-hmm. I love that if a tree is in your way, like if you're in your farmland, your farm zone,
Mhm.
and you need room for storage, you can move the tree that's there somewhere else. And it'll just keep regrowing there. There's an import export system as well, so every now and again jobs will come in. That's later in the game. But jobs will come in and you just export this stuff. You get these tickets, and you can spend those tickets to buy cool things. There's recycling, like you do manual garbage collection in the beginning of the game, but then later you can get someone to automate that. You can choose what things the stores will sell to a degree. Like there might be 3 different recipes that they can cook or make, and then you choose 1 or 2 of them based on what materials you have at most available at that moment. There's a market stand that you can sell anything on. People just come up to it. It's like a farmer's market thing. I just threw a whole bunch of potatoes on there before. There's a widget section in your tablet, and you can change your interface around to your liking. I didn't know that. Like I was 5 hours into it and I didn't realize I had a mini map until Idly had mentioned I can go into my tablet and change my UI around. I didn't know that. So
Mhm.
there's like you said, a lot of little things that aren't very intuitive, or like right away you're not going to know it's there until you stumble upon it. So that's the only bad thing I had. At first, I was really frustrated with this game because I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I was trying to make planks, but I didn't know how to build a sawmill. But again, once I got into it, it was a lot of fun. I don't know what else to say about it other than it's sucking the life out of me in a good way. In a good way. I'm having a lot of fun, like just leveling up, moving things around, being as obsessive compulsive as I want. And of course, you have to explore too, because you'll find different blueprints and items that are hidden, and they might unlock new clothes for you to wear, or new hairstyles, or different things like that. And the fact that I'm 8 hours in and I'm only about halfway through the I guess the game's upgrade list, like that's to say, that's I don't know, like you can get a lot of playtime out of this if you take your time with it. But like you said, once you get the automation going, it can be a little bit of an idler, which is fine with me, because once you get someone to use your courier services, which is they actually move things around from your storages to the actual buildings. Once you get that, it becomes like 10 times easier. So, but that, again, that's more like 4 or 5 hours in, I think. But anyway, any last things to say about it before we head out?
I could and ooh and gaga all over this game. It's just so nice. Go go. I can go all over this
Ha ha
game.
ha.
But yeah, it's such a fantastic little game to play, and it packs so much of a punch,
Mm-hmm.
and it's right up there with my Hello Kitty obsession right now. Like it's right up there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like the money caps and the reputation caps, but I guess it's there for game balance. Um, like,
I think that those are the goals. Like, because when you reach them, that's when you rank up.
well,
Or
there's a challenge that you have to complete before you rank up. Like within 24 hours, you have to sell this many
yeah.
things and build these
Yeah,
things. Yep. Mm-hmm.
that's like after you reach that goal, then it's like, oh, you could schedule the challenge now.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think that's what it is. I think.
Gotcha.
See, this is part of the game where we're kind of like, well, the game didn't really tell us that, but that's what I'm thinking.
Right. So yeah, I do recommend this. If you like games like Animal Crossing, you like buying things from markets to upgrade your house or to make your house look nicer. If you want like a little employee management, resource management, town building, this game's for you. So definitely get it while it's on a sale. This is Vincent Adderley. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.